Hello everyone and welcome to Day Trader S&P 500. Today is Thursday, February 10th, the year 2022. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report, and we want to thank you guys for patronizing the channel. We're going to get you guys up to date from our last video, and let's start with our report that went out yesterday before the futures opened at 5 Central, special interim report from the 9th, and we were looking for a huge day today. Okay, you can see our make or break levels, our wave count there, but I want to get into why we thought it would be a huge day, and I don't want to read verbatim, but we had that make or break in the cash and the S&Ps, and it needed to hold because it represented wave 2 of 3, and it was really tight. And if it held, then wave 3 of 3 would begin down. If it didn't, then we had higher targets. So all of our subscribers were well prepared for either scenario. We knew exactly where the bull market would kick in and exactly where the wave 3 of 3 down would kick in. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we told it, they took the market right up to the edge of the cusp, the edge of the cliff, and we have our Elliott Waves and Fibonacci sequence to alert us which way this thing is going. Okay, if I have that, I don't think I have that there. But we got plenty of pictures of it there. So that's what we were looking at going into last night and into today. If I can show you guys the cash, this is an hourly chart. That's the February 2nd. That's the wave 2 high with the parentheses. That's a higher degree than this purple. Okay, so that was wave 2 at February 2nd. We had a 1 down, as you can see here, and then a 2 up. And that high was 45.90 at that time. And the make or break was 45.95.31 in the cash. Second waves cannot retrace more than 100% of first waves. So we needed that to hold for 3 of 3 down to begin, and hold it did, and begin it did. And you can see here's our targets for wave 3 and the larger wave 3 in red. I'll get to those excuse me, in a little bit. On the futures, it was even tighter. This wave 2 here was 45.86, and it needed to hold because wave 1 down in red and 2 in red up cannot retrace more than 100%, and it was within a point. And you can see here overnight, like this was at 4:20 p.m. Central. That might be Eastern, I'm not sure, but it came up close again. It came up close again within that same point. That was at 83, I believe. And then when the market opened, it went down and it challenged it again. Really tried to shake out the shorts before they took the rug out from under, which is what we said in the report. So we were all over that, and I want to show you guys something that relates to this, because let me get into these testimonials here. But I want to get I don't go through all of them, but Scott here, as you can see, he rejoined the service. Obviously, he canceled. Then he said, now that I see the make or breaks, MOBs, he sets them as his stops, then things went much better. So while Woodson Wave Report and the YouTube channel and the newsletter is not a trading service, we don't offer entry and exit positions, but customers are using our make or breaks as stops because that's where we're wrong. We always ask ourselves where we're wrong, and that's the make or break. And then they use the target prices for their exits and entries. So that works out. While we're here, we can look at some of these other testimonials here, and there's Bertha, who did really well, and anyway, all that going on there. I think that's about it. There's Laura with her comments there. She thanks me for teaching her Elliott Wave and Fibonacci's. Okay, but without further ado, we want to go. Oh, I want to show you guys too a note that I sent. Let's see, where is that? Okay, the market was going so fast. I can see no time for charts here as the market is moving fast. So we sent this at 12:50 Central. We were allowing for a move up, as always, not required, but it looks like we're in sell rally mode again. Okay, so we had a downside target of 44.80 and a quarter to be exact. And if we can look here, maybe I have that on a little 1 or 5 minute Yeah, okay, so at 1250, which would have been 1350, which is right about there, we put out that alert that we were looking for that target, and it was 44.80, and we got down to 44.76. And you can see that was pretty much the low of the day. So not only did we send out a pre-market open, we also sent out a post-market close, and then we had all this stuff together back here the night before for the monthly subscribers. So I wanted to say this too. With this, with these ES, let's look at this picture here. Okay, so if you're using that make or break point as your stop, because that's where it's wrong. Okay, we think it's going down, and if it goes above here, it's wrong. So if you're here, anywhere in here, and you're short, and you're using our make or break for your stop, well, you're going to lose 1, 2, 3 points, but you're going to make from 45.85 to 76. You're making almost 100 points. Your risk to reward is virtually 100 to 1. I don't know where you get that, okay, but that's why we like when these waves go up and so tight. It doesn't happen that often. A lot of times, like I've mentioned, these wave 4s up are going right up against the wave 1 lows, making for great opportunities to where you got a short span of numbers where you're wrong. And in this case, it was 1. And again, the reward was 90 or more. So we got to like that, right? Okay. So anyway, I think that's, I want to get to these pictures here real quick because this shows a little better with the targets and everything. So there's that wave 2 high, and there's 1 down of a lesser degree, 2 down of a lesser degree. It holds, and there is wave 3 of 3 breaking down, 1, 2, 3. We have our targets for 4 up here. Not required because this thing, it's like I said, sell rally mode. I've been in these big declines before. The retracements are few and far between, and as you can see, it's a 10-minute bar, and they're all red. Okay, I'll have to look at the futures now. I don't know. I think this low may have been broken, but there's our targets for wave 3, which is this 1 down in red, 2 up, and then 3 down, and there they are. And then the larger, that's wave 2 up, and this is 1, 2, and then as soon as we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that'll be 3, and 3 equals 1. There's the target there, the larger degree of trend, and that's the 1618 there. Okay, that's the E-mini futures, and we want to get into the cash here. Don't want to forget about the cash. This is basically the same thing, just different numbers. There was our wave 2 high. Cash came within 5 points, 5.31 to be exact. So there was a nice little make or break or stop, if you will. And this one is breaking down too. Wave 1 down, 2 up, wave 3 down. There's the wave 4 targets. Here are the wave 3 targets of this purple. 1 down, 2 up. Excuse me. And then there's a larger wave 3, the same as the futures, and we got a 39.99 and a 36.30 for that larger wave 3. So I want to get into the time spirals in a real soon report, because I want to put that out, of course, to our subscribers first. But we got some real important dates coming up, and today's hold was critical for the longer term. I want to show you guys on that report from the 9th. The reason is because it will go a long way, not for just today, but it could make the direction for the longer term. Okay, is we got that turn date coming up, and if that didn't hold, that turn date could mark a high. Okay, but if it does hold, then we could expect that turn date to mark a low. Okay, they knew exactly what they were doing when they put that thing right on the edge. They ran out all the, let me just show you guys that real quick, okay? They ran out the bears right here. From here, it's like, you guys are short. Oh, too bad, you're wrong. Cover, and as soon as you cover, whoosh, they take the rug out from under the bulls. So been there, done that many times. They know exactly what they're doing. They're going to try to make most of the people lose most of the money most of the time. But fortunately, we have our Elliott Waves and Fibonacci's. We always know exactly where the count is wrong to the 100th of a point, and then we can cover there. So It's working out well. Thank you guys again. And until next time, take care, everyone.